Hey everybody, so remember OxygenOS? Well, there was a time when it was known for its close to stock Android like UI and bloatware free nature. Well, after the co founder of Oneplus left, a lot got changed in the OxygenOS that we all loved once. And now we have an alternative in the form of Nothing OS. So, since it is backed by the same co founder Carl, it only makes sense to compare how close it is to stock UI on a Pixel and OxygenOS 12.1, which is the latest skin from OnePlus. And before we start, make sure to tap on that subscribe button, and in case you wish to watch this video in Hindi language, here is a card to the Bit Tech Hindi channel. Now if I start this comparison right from the home screen itself, well, the OxygenOS 12 looks farthest from stock, whereas the Nothing UI looks quite similar to the Pixel UI. Long press on the home screen and the Nothing UI is still in line with the Pixel, and whereas the difference in UI of OxygenOS has just started to appear. Though it's actually not a big deal to have this UI, and it's only a matter of personal preference. The wallpaper and style tab of this Nothing UI is also similar to that on a Pixel, and the OxygenOS is entirely different, and that is based on ColorOS now. Though the Nothing UI doesn't have this themed icons option, and I would have loved to see that, to be honest, as it makes the UI more personal and likable, and the icons and color scheme on the Nothing UI is same as that on a Pixel, whereas it is classic OxygenOS style on the OnePlus phone, and there is no themed icon there as well. The widgets on all three are a little different, and the OxygenOS has its own style of system widgets like the clock and weather, and similar on the Nothing UI. It has its own dot matrix theme going on in the UI to make it more in line with the system. The Pixel UI, as you know, is classic stock Android, but for what it's worth, you get most of the widgets from stock Android on both OxygenOS and the Nothing skin. The Google widget on the home screen seems to be permanent on both Nothing UI and stock Android. So I think this should have been an option to resize or remove that, as there is one in OxygenOS. On the left hand side, all three have this Google feed page that cannot be turned off on OxygenOS, but can be done on the Nothing UI and Pixel. Also, the Nothing phone one has this interesting enlarge icon or folder option whenever you long press on any icon. So in case you want something in plain sight, this might help. Plus, there is no at a glance widget on the Nothing phone 1 and OxygenOS 12, which is a bit helpful at times. Similarly, the notification panel on the phone 1 is almost close to stock, that is on a Pixel, and I really like that as compared to custom tiles or OxygenOS, which takes it far from stock. Nothing has tweaked the UI of certain tiles, so there is actually less clutter in quick toggles as compared to the Pixel UI, and I like the refinement here. Coming to the app drawer, and like everything else, the Nothing UI and Pixel UI look like siblings, as the UI here is almost same minus the Google search bar on top. And here I just don't prefer the OxygenOS, as it kinda feels okayish with its sorting and icon style. What's your pick? Do let me know in the comment section down below. The lock screen on all three of these skins have this own implementation, and the way they show weather and time is different too. The close to stock Android one is on Nothing UI, and even the AOD animation that Nothing has implemented is just taken from pure stock Android, which looks way smooth and awesome on both of these devices, as compared to the custom implementation on OxygenOS. The task manager or the recent menu looks similar on Nothing UI and stock Android, but the Nothing UI doesn't have the select feature here though, and the OxygenOS has its own different looking UI here. Let's jump into the settings now, and here I prefer the pitch dark theme on OxygenOS, which they finally implemented after months of complaints. And on Nothing UI and stock Android, it is greyish and changes colors, but it is a part of Material U theming, so it just doesn't feel as nice as the one on OxygenOS 12.1. But the UI on Nothing skin and Pixel is almost similar with a little tweaks here and there, and I guess that's a good thing for stock Android fans out there like me. Also, if you go inside the various settings, you will find the exact same thing. The one found on OxygenOS 12 is totally different, and the Nothing UI is close to stock in this as well, and even the options are very similar inside settings. Also, the system updates page looks like this on the Nothing UI versus stock versus OxygenOS 12.1. Though what matters here are the system updates, and both Nothing and OnePlus will give security updates in every 2 months, and Pixel on the other hand gets day 1 monthly updates, which is something that I love. And since the Nothing Phone 1 and Pixel both have stock UI, which means you miss out on features like App Locker, Dual Apps, and you cannot hide stuff as such, which is possible on OxygenOS. But all three skins come with Google Dialer as default, and the Pixel one doesn't even have call recording option, whereas Nothing UI and OxygenOS both have that. So if I were to draw a conclusion between all three skins, well, I really like what Nothing has done so far. And if they can focus on a similar way in optimizing the skin and ironing out the bugs from time to time, then this skin might come right next to stock Android. Whereas OxygenOS 12 still has some of the elements and features from the older OxygenOS, it misses out on the look and feel of stock Android and focuses less on the little details that matters. So it is all a matter of personal choice at the end. And that's pretty much it for this short comparison of OxygenOS versus Nothing UI and stock Android. Which one is your favorite? Do let me know in the comment section down below, and do press that like and subscribe button while you're at it. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.